Hi there, welcome back to the garage. Now then, this is a bit of a pain. The absolutely unbelievably reliable Honda EU70is has broke down. It's been amazing. Let's see if I can get it. We're on 9,229 hours. Now if you saw that then, this was just flickering a little bit. The problem that we've had over the last couple of weeks, especially if it's been raining, if it's a wet day, once it's been running all day and you go to switch it off, you turn the key off and it just continued to run. It didn't turn off, it just ran, even though the key was out. You could pull the key out and it was still running. Then, after about 30 seconds, it would cut out and stop like it should. So that was the build up to it. It's done that a few times, 5 or 6 times it's done that, but only on wet days. Today, I came to turn it on, I turned the key, there you go, we're on 0 lightage, nothing coming on the display at all. And I did it a few times, and then it came on. So somewhere we've got a dodgy connection. Even though that's coming on, the lights on the top have gone straight off, and if I press the start button, nothing happening. It flashes weird, it goes weird on there as well, look, all goes a bit strange. So we've got something. I'm hoping it's a bad connection. I'm hoping it's a bad earth. With it being moisture related, it was doing it when it rained. That seemed to be the first critical factor that we picked up on. So I'm wondering if we've got a bad connection somewhere, corrosion somewhere, and the moisture's just been getting into a contact and causing it to do this. So the other thing to say was today, managed to get it started with the key. Eventually it all came to life and fired up. After 2 hours of running, it petered out, and when I went out to have a look at it, the screen was blank and nothing was going on at all. So we're going to have a delve. We're going to start taking it to bits and see if we can find out what's going on. First thing, let's get into the battery. We'll check the battery voltage. We can do volt drops on the battery terminals. We can check the fuses in the fuse box, and see if we can find anything. Let's get stuck in. So we'll pop the little cover off the front there, one little screw, and that gets us into the battery compartment. Oh, it's quite dusty in here. I can see a few little droplets of corrosion of some description just on the top of that battery there. You can see those just there, which could be a sign that we've got a bad connection going on somewhere within us electrics. We've got a little fuse box up here, so I'll take the cover off of that. 2 fuses. Right, let's get the multimeter and negative, look it onto volts. So we've got 13.2 volts in there, so the battery voltage is good. And I'll just go from there to the fuses up here, see what's happening, anything on either of those. So I'll go from the negative. It doesn't look like we've got a 13.2. Yeah, so we've got battery voltage on that one. And the reason I went from there is if you got voltage drop and we got a bad connection on a 12 volt battery, it will show a differential on here of a volt or so, and that's just 0.00, nothing actually, the 0. So we know the connection from the positive to this fuse on both sides is good. What I'm going to do is just pop open the side and we'll check from the negative battery terminal to the engine block and make sure we've got a good earth to the engine. I'll put my crocodile clip on there, we'll connect that up to the, so that's flashing, I may as well left the ignition so it's sensing that. And then we'll put that onto ohms. We'll touch the engine block and that's zeroing out nicely on that. It's gone blank again on there. Let's try disconnecting the battery. See if... So just pop these terminals off, give them a quick tweak and then put them back on again. So we can eliminate the battery. Got a dodgy connection or something somewhere, haven't we? So it's not... See, it's gone weird again. Yeah. think I'm going to start. I'm going to take the battery out. I'm going to give this a really good clean in here. See if we can just suck out the dust and make sure there's nothing in there that's causing any problems. So let's start digging. We'll get the battery off again. 2 10mm bolts and a little, like the rubber clip thing. We'll have that off. Battery out. Bit tight these are, to be fair. They're in there nicely packed in. And we'll get the hoover and just start sucking the dust away. It's quite dusty in there. Like I said, we've got a little fuse box and a few other bits and pieces. I'm still not seeing where that green corrosion came from, unless it's from inside the side here. I mean, these are pretty skanky. They're not looking the best. Let's give the... Oh, there's a bit of green corrosion on these terminals here. Yeah, that one's corroded there. Okay, let's give these a good clean up and we'll have those back in again. You'll get the hoover in, give it a quick suck out, get the dust out. You can see that green. It's only on the surface though, and a bit of dirt on there. So we'll have some new fuses. They don't look bad enough to be the problem, to be fair. They are a bit dusty. Let's take the front off. We've got the old Milwaukee ratchet there. We can take the handle off of here. 2 10mm at the bottom, a couple at the sides, and then it's a bit of a tug just to release it from the frame. There it goes. And just gently work it off. There we go. Down into the depths of it. Look at the dust in there. We've got dust all on the heat plate of the inverter. So now we've got the front panel off. You can see we've got these row of connectors on the side here. There is a possibility that some moisture could have got down and into these and give us a bit of corrosion, so we'll check all of those. It looks like on the top here as well, this has got a bit of a stain, so maybe some water has been creeping in on there. I'm not sure, but we can, like I say, have a good look around and see if there's anything obvious. These are definitely corroded, so we're going to clean those up. I can just pop these connectors out the side just to have a look at them. These are all pretty sealed up. They don't look too bad. I don't think they're going to be, well, water ingress into them. But we'll have a look anyway, just to be sure. We'll give them a clean, get rid of the dust again.
There's nothing obvious there.
No. Take these little rubber protectors off the hinges, and we'll have them actual... The hinge stays away. That'll allow us to get this whole front panel off. There's a couple of little 10mm bolts as well. Oh, dog's come to say hello. There's one at the side, and yeah, one that side, and then there's one tucked away in the middle as well. And then that now will pull forward. It's obviously still got wires on it, so it's not going to come completely off, but it gives you enough to get at the back. We'll get in there as well, get all this, it's mainly the fairies, you know, from the willow pollen. It gets into everything, and then obviously the dust. But we'll give it a really good clean and check all of the connections on this board, making sure that they're all okay, which they are. So we're still no better off at the minute, really, other than
Couple of new fuses.
The fuses. So let's have a squirt of some Rostov in there.
Rostov.
This is great stuff. It'll help away with that corrosion that's in there, and we'll work the old fuses in and out a few times, clean up them contacts, and then we'll replace them with some new ones. Now we've got this plug here, which, if I have a look at the back of it and just release it from the body, it's got like a little clip that just goes through. If I just press the 2 tabs, and then that drops down then.
Oh yeah, you can see the corrosion in that one.
Oh, this could be good.
That's why it's corroding. Just drop them on there just to stop it falling off on me. Right, and this connector plug here is the one that's got some good corrosion in there. Now then, if this is a jumper, this has only got 2 pins on it there that are
that are live. If those 2 pins link through and it does need to make a connection, all the others are empty. So let's have a quick look then. Them 2 on the right hand side. Oh, broken wire. Oh yes. Oh, please be the problem. Please be the problem. If that is it, we are happy days. If that goes in there and that goes across the 2 on the jumper there, which it does. Oh yes. Now I'm confident. I'm confident we've found it. Yeah, look at that. So basically then what we've got to do here is reconnect this wire to that terminal pin there where it's corroded. Let's see if we can get it out the connector block. Oh, that could be a right result. Let's show you that in close. So here we go, look. You can see how that pin there is well corroded. The wire's broken away, and the corrosion that we originally found down here, this plug is sat up there and it would be dropping off. So looking at this is a jumper for connecting, I do believe it's the connecting more than one machine to it if you want to link them up. I think that's what this is for. We're never going to use that, so I could in effect just join the 2 wires together where the jumper connects. I'm going to try and repair the pin though first. Let's see if we can get the pin out, and if it's not too badly corroded we might have to clean it up and resolder it. Let's try and get the pin out. Okay, just make sure these are connected. Let's see if I just put my ohm meter across the 2. Please beep. Yes! So it does, it loops. It loops in and out. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic news. Right, now let's get this out of here. Got all the tools for getting these connector plugs out. So let's see if we can find the right one for this job. Even with these little pin tools, it's still a pain to get these connectors out the blocks. They are a tricky little thing to get at. And this has got hardly any wire on the loom. Tight. The wires are tight on here. So I think it's a single pin. So I just try to get that in, and because it's quite corroded in there, I think I'm just going to be able to push the tab down and then just pull the terminal out with a pair of pliers. We'll grab hold of it and push it back through. Now we've squeezed the locking tab away and out it comes. We should be able to clean that up. I'll just lift the little tab back up again and open it out a little bit, so hopefully I can get the new wire in there and solder it in. We'll strip back the insulation using the strippers. Give us something to work to. This is going to be tricky to solder to because there's some corrosion there. I'll have to just give that a little sand up, just try and get rid of most of the corrosion and then get this at it. But it's going to take a bit with the flux, to try and heat it and get plenty of flux on there. This solder has got flux built into it. We'll do the same with the terminal. We'll just get some solder onto it, heat the two together and just let them stick together, something like that. We'll just check it, give it a good tug, make sure that it's connected well. Give the connector plug a clean out as well. We'll get some of that in there, and then we can reconnect it back in again and push it through and lock it into place. Now I'm going to have to probably grab this with the pliers and give it a really good pull back through again so it clicks in. There it goes. Yeah, that's in nice and tight. Give it a quick wiggle again, make sure it's in. And we can reconnect the little dongle.
pop it back into the its holder so it's all nicely safe out of the way. Yep, there it goes. Right, there we go. Hopefully that's it and we're sorted. Let's bang it back together again and we can try and fire it up and see what happens. Yeah, we'll get the screws back on this front panel, have that all back in place, the two handles for the handle mount, battery in, we'll get that connected and the plugs all connected up. I suppose the one way we could really make sure that this is the problem is to disconnect that plug. Yes! It's like a kill switch. It's like a remote kill switch, isn't it? Oh, you little gem. Oh, I'm pleased with that. I can't believe that. Just there was the problem. But we've given it a really good service. We've cleaned it all down, got rid of all the muck out the ducts and everything. I'll give this another quick wipe on the front now because I'm dead pleased with that. But yeah, we'll get the grime wipes on it, give it a good buffing up, clean inside the front panel. We'll have that all through, fixed back on again. We'll drop them 10mm bolts and the handle back on again. Fuse cover, battery cover, and the key. So there we have it. Jenny's all back up and running again. We found a problem. It's good as gold. 10,000 hours, here we come. If you've enjoyed that video, if it's going to help you out with your generator, if you've got a similar problem, I can see that being quite a common issue. Down there's moisture being sucked in and drawn in from the fans cooling it, and that terminal there, it is in the way. It is a main power feed through for the computer brain inside. Yeah. So yeah, if you've enjoyed it, drop me a little thumbs up, like, subscribe, drop me some comments. Always love your comments, and I'll see you in another video. Take care.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.